Howdy, all. I am Adam the Renaissance Nerd. Tolkien's under attack. You know this. I know this. Normal people understand it when it's laid out before them. Tolkien's been under attack for a very long time by the far left. Let's just put it right out there, by the Marxist fascist far left. They hate what he put out there because what he put out there with Lord of the Rings, it's something that is universal, something that appeals to everybody, where we can all read something no matter our size, shape, skin color, sexuality, or whatever. If we are not crazy in the brain, we can all relate to it. We can all find something in there that speaks to us, enjoy the wonder that is Lord of the Rings, the foundation of fantasy as I see it. He's been under attack for a long time because the Marxist fascist far left, they hate that Lord of the Rings truly is for everybody. It's for everybody. You need no ticket. You need no golden ticket. You don't need permission to enjoy Lord of the Rings. You are free to pick up a book or sit down and watch the movies and just enjoy and know that you are joining a fandom that is the oldest fandom in pop culture as far as I'm concerned. One of the original fandoms. And you are welcomed with open arms. Have a seat, sit down, let's talk some fun, let's enjoy this fantastic content. But the Marxist far left, these fascists, they hate it because it doesn't fit in their worldview where people can only relate to something if they fit in the particular silo that they're being pushed into by these far leftists. Tolkien's been under attack in many different ways. His belief in religion, his belief in sexuality, his kind of natural view on race, that people come from different places, that I don't have to virtue signal my way into things, naturally did it. And of course, gender, that there are, especially in a medieval society, gender works in a certain way. Gender roles work in a certain way. And the certain stories that are told within his Lord of the Rings series, those stories matter when certain characters, Eowyn, breaks out of that role. When Galadriel stands at the top of the power food chain in Middle-earth without really being needed to remark that she's a female elf. Tolkien did it all nicely. We can all see ourselves feel, but that doesn't stop them from attacking because they need to take this away from us. Rings of Power is going to be no different. They need to take this away. They need to corrupt and pervert it and make it their own. And then when we say, what have you done? To point at us all and go, you're the rapist, you're the bigot, you're the misogynist. They need to do that. Otherwise, there's no reason to justify their existence. And when I mean the far leftists. It doesn't end here, though. It doesn't end because it's constantly happening. And it happened again today. Everybody with a brain knows that J.R.R. Tolkien was a devout Roman Catholic. Here, bounding into comics, John F. Trent has revealed to us, here is the latest attempt to try and corrupt Tolkien. Tolkien Society, remember the ones that put on the whole, basically anti-religion, anti-everything that Tolkien stood for. Last couple year or so ago, their little thing where they had all those horrible lectures and papers that other channels were diving into. Remember that? Yeah. No, well, you don't because it's kind of been memory home, but it happened. It happened. Tolkien Society to feature paper titled J.R.R. Tolkien, Culture Warrior, the Alt-Right Religious Crusades Appropriation of Tolkien at Oxenmoot 2022. Now, John F. Trent is going to very nicely lay out the case how Robin Reed, the one that wrote Atheists, Agnostics, and Animists, oh my, secular readings of J.R.R. Tolkien's Legendarium, this is her thing, to attack Tolkien's religion and to try and subvert it and say, no, it didn't mean it. He's being taken by the alt-right and You're the ones who are crazy, and we're the ones who truly understand Tolkien. So all you people who believe in his devout faith inserted into it all this and part of the flavor of it all, you're wrong. You're bigots or whatever. Insert a stand download term and they'll throw at us. Doesn't matter. It all works. She's going to be presenting this paper, and while John F. Trent admits that we don't know the details yet, we can understand that she only cares about her politics, her far-left agenda, and this paper is likely going to be filled with it in an attempt to pervert Tolkien's views on religion, which, again, John F. Trent accurately gives us the information. Several Tolkien letters written to various people, including friends and family, his own sons, and C.S. Lewis, another devout Christian back in the day, where Tolkien specifically states, I am a Roman Catholic, right here. For a matter of fact, I have consciously planned very little and should chiefly be grateful for having been brought up since I was 8 in the faith that has nourished me and taught me all the little that I know and that I owe to my mother, clung to her conversion and died young, largely through hardships of poverty resulting from it. Lord of the Rings is, of course, fundamentally religious and Catholic work, unconsciously so at first, but consciously in the revision. That is why I have not put in or have cut out practically all references to anything like religion, to cults or practices in the imaginary world, for the religious element is absorbed into the story and the symbolism. You see what I said about before? It's part of what it means to build that world. It's part of what that world is. And if you are normal, you love it because it shows the passion. It shows authenticity. It shows love for something. But somebody like Robin Reed, she wants to tear that out. She wants to say that that isn't really what he meant because, of course, the man isn't here to defend himself anymore. But he left plenty of correspondence defending himself. But see, remember, the far left has selective memory. They want to pretend certain things don't happen, even when it's recorded on tape or written in the man's own hand. They want to corrupt and destroy. There's a history of that. Remember, they want to go after him for making orcs into black people or Asians and making them evil. They want to tie that to him. They want to find queerness, for lack of a better term, in Lord of the Rings, where it doesn't exist. They want this. They crave this. What was a story of brotherhood and friendship, they want to turn it into something sexual when it wasn't that. It doesn't need to be that. And then they want to do stuff mapping gender in Middle-earth. Examines the geography in both natural and created landscapes of Middle-earth in terms of what they reveal about gender and race and how Tolkien used landscape to map alternative masculinities onto different races and emphasize contrasting depictions of femininity through female characters and races that either stay put or wander. They want to insert their own beliefs into this, and they want to drive away the fans, the actual fans. This is who the Rings of Power has been courting. Because don't get me wrong, remember, the Rings of Power are run by people who believe this shit. They're run by people who care about the virtue signaling woke agenda. And that part of that is tearing down faith and religion. And like I said, I am not a particularly religious man. But I understand its worth. I understand how it functions in society and the role it must play. As a younger man, I may have looked down upon it, but as an older man, I understand now. Just because I don't have a certain view on something doesn't mean someone else can't. And that's where these far leftists fail. They fail to understand that we have our opinions, and just because we have different opinions, it doesn't make us evil. They're the ones that call people evil for different opinions. They are the ones that have been trying to tear down Tolkien's belief system, Tolkien's beliefs for decades. And it doesn't stop. To willfully try and reality invert what religion meant to Tolkien and how it plays a part in Lord of the Rings, that's evil. That is evil. That's despicable. And it's dishonest. Because all these people care about is their dishonest push to insert their ideology and agenda into everything. It's probably only going to get worse in the coming months. And once Rings of Power drops and we all eviscerate it to pieces, it's probably then going to be even more out of control, as these woke lunatics then will write paper after paper, article after article, give interview after interview of how we're all the toxic fans. That's their favorite word, toxic fans. And they are the ones who truly understand. Well, you're wrong. We are the fans. We're not toxic, we're passionate. Passion, because we love our franchises. We are the fans. We're the lifeblood of everything. Without us, nothing will survive. Rings of Power, it ain't going to survive. Idiots like this, they're not going to survive either, because they will be denounced, they will be tarnished, and they will be revealed for the fake fans that they are. There are litmus tests out there, and this is one of them. You either accept Tolkien and everything that he was and everything that he poured from his beliefs into his story, or you don't. And if you spit on what he was, kind of defines you as a fake fan. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I'm here to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about insane Stan and SJW fifis. Hit the notification button, share my video if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave real comments. Love to hear from you guys, because I do not care what Stans and SJWs have to say, because 201, they are cowards behind keyboards who have no original thoughts, and because of that are so easily triggered. Just see the comments of my latest videos and you'll understand that. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therennerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.